Welcome, everybody. Episode 45 of the latest. Brad, interesting this week. So many things just come out. Is it unrealistic to stand on things anymore, right? Or it's like
I tell people, David, there's like a 90-day window. I've got my sidekick here.
there he is. He's going to create the future AI person of the year. If I had AI when I was his age.
No kidding. Yeah, I tell people that like you should probably move in like a quarter, right? And just think like we're gonna say like these are our tools for the quarter. There is so much that changes. I kind of said this morning before in our pre-call that we might as well just go right to it because there's so much new stuff. That we'll just share our joy and disbelief, which is when I sat down to read the news from yesterday, I was like, oh my gosh, there's an image model from Grok, there's a video model, there's plan mode on cursor, ChatGPT's got its new agent builder, Google has a new interface. Like there's so many new things from each major company, it's hard to keep track. For companies, it's like do a 6-week project, do a 90-day project, and then just be like, it'll be different in 90 days, and that's just life.
Totally. Now I'm interested to see the excuse me. I'm interested to see the Grok video model. I
Let,
think that could
let's
be
jump in.
that could be scary. I don't know what havoc's going to be caused with that.
So this is brand new. So this is from Grok itself. So when you go to Grok, they have a few images that they're like, hey, play with this tool. So this is just one of their images. I don't want to jump back just yet, but they have this image. And then underneath it, so this is called a digital illustration of a young man with a surprised expression holding a phone. Um, and you can see there's all these variations on it of where the text is, right? And
Mhm.
then on this one, I just pushed the button. So in the bottom right-hand corner of each image, it says make video. It took 40 seconds maybe. And when I click it, I hear sound. Let's see if you hear sound.
Okay, is this true?
Yep.
At Grok, is this true?
So there's people walking in the background, pretty smooth on the sidewalk
At
over
Grok,
each
is this
shoulder.
true?
All right. Pretty cool.
At Grok,
Wow.
is this true?
And I could redo it in their custom, spicy, fun, or normal.
At Grok, is this true?
Wow.
All right. And so all of these are their Imagine examples. It's grok.com/imagine. I picked this one. But if I went to Mona Lisa cat or sand robot, what do you want to see here, David?
Let's go with sand robot.
Let's go sand robot. Okay. So we've got sand robot here, post-apocalyptic desert, lone wanderer, got it. And then there's all these instances of it. Let's pick this one. So I just click this make video button, and you can see the timer here. I mean, that's a very rapid progression. All right, we're almost half done. Couple of breaths. All right, this one's got footprints leading up to the robot. So it's kind of like Iron Giant meets Dune, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. Um, so, these things get so rapid in their iteration that look at this. Wow. Oh, wow. I'm straight up immediately impressed. What about you?
Yeah, it's interesting. And so is it animating just the pictures? Can you give it a script and tell it what to do, or does it just do what it does something? Is it similar to like a VO3 or like there's a certain amount of seconds? I know Sora 2 jumped to 15 seconds that I think was huge. We should probably talk about that this week too, Brad, because
Yeah.
mentioned it last week, but there's been a lot of new stuff coming out and people messing around with that. Um, Interesting, and I'd love to hear more about the training and where it came from, and yeah,
So,
just
so let's try this. We're going to say it starts to pour rain in a windstorm, right? I don't know what's going to happen. And then that's a pretty rapid rate here of change. I hardly said 10 words, it's half done. Um, Yeah, there's so many things. We'll watch this video and then we'll switch over to Sora too. Like you said, there's video models, there's programming models, there's agent models. There's so much new. Um, I'm glad we've done the latest here for about a year now because it keeps me up on the latest. It's did we get it? Is that done? Look at this. Are you seeing this? This is the wind and rainstorm.
Wow. And
And I mean, that was just off like a add wind and rain, like
yeah.
golly. So I mean that is super impressive. And I learned about this a few minutes before the show, which is what I do. I go through I know what's up to like yesterday, and then I get up to the latest from this morning. Um, do you have Sora 2 access, or are we just going to be showing videos from the internet?
No, I think videos to the internet. I do not have it. I don't even think Evan does yet. He's been kind of waiting. I think it's coming out to selected people.
Yeah, Harvey had it. I think we showed it last time, right?
Right now, we showed some, but I think there's been so many different videos and things people are doing. It might be cool to, you know, show the people for those that haven't been around or haven't seen stuff, right? And again, we're like, oh, a week ago, it's so old, but
Like this is hard to believe that's not real footage.
yeah, right.
I mean, like this is easy to believe. Unless it's Jean-Claude Van Damme, and then it might be him. But it's just perpetually impressive.
It just gets better and better.
Yeah. So that's Sora 2. What else is on here? This Johnny Ive stuff, I haven't quite figured out a source of information. It's not like I'm gonna crack the code, but I haven't got a source of information on what their product is. I know they're trying to create curiosity. What's on my list here? This seems over here, Sora XAI. So in addition to Grok having a new image to video model, they're going to ready tool support in their tasks function for data fetching. So I guess there's a tasks part of Grok, and then they're going to fetch data. So they're going to pull data from Gmail, right, from Slack, from Notion, and from X Search while providing ticker stock updates. So think about, David, now you can use live stock ticker and an agentic task in Grok. Give me the latest updates on Tesla, Bitcoin, Nvidia, Palantir, and ETH, including current price, recent changes, and projections. Analyze sentiment, market indicators, and possible reasons for movements. Organize the info for digestion and readability.
Wow.
And the frequency, once, daily, weekly, monthly, yearly, on time at 1:20 p.m. Notifications, email me plus in the app. Look at that.
Incredible.
So if you have a stock portfolio of this auto manufacturer and this consumer good and this restaurant and this, commodity, you can give yourself a custom stock performance, right? And it's not just for stock, it's literally for anything,
That's crazy.
right? And then you can connect your Slack. So imagine you have a company stock price and you connect it to your Slack C-suite channels and you're like, hey, everybody, I want to show you how we're doing against everybody else. And it just pings our Slack channel.
Crazy.
It is like for the people that sleep on this, they're like, oh, I'll get to that. Like for major corporations, you absolutely have to be using this. And then of course, Grok also has their video model that we just looked at. This is cool. This is cool. Gemini 2.5 computer use model.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, Gemini, more and more impressed with. And I have not seen this, even though I was playing around with Gemini last night, completing some of our research. What was I completing our research for? Something I was doing with yeah, just we have a whole workflow for as we're talking to investors or clients, you put deep research. What's the game plan? Gemini's incredible. I think it's going to be taking the lead soon. I think we talked last week about Gemini taking ChatGPT spot as the number one in the US, I think, right?
Yeah, it's Google, right? So
Yep.
what Google has just done, David, is it's allowed your computer to do all those things. They're like, prove you're a human, fill out this CAPTCHA, click this box. They're like, yeah, we can do that now.
Incredible.
Oh, I mean, like, it's it's important to know that we're just constantly leaping all the hurdles that we've put in front of ourselves. So early this year, Google talked about bringing computer use capabilities to developers through the API and Gemini. Today, they're releasing the 2.5 computer use model. It's a specialized model. It's built on their latest model, 2.5 Pro. It's got their visual understanding and reasoning capabilities, so it can look at not just text, but images and context. It powers their agents. It's capable of interacting with user interfaces, the UI. It outperforms the leading alternatives, so they say, and then devs can access this via the Gemini AI Studio and in Vertex AI. So these AI models can interface with software, but some digital tasks still require like direct interaction with the GUI, like filling out and submitting forms. To do these tasks, agents have to navigate the web page and the app just like humans do, click, type, and scroll. So this can now click, type, and scroll.
Wow.
Let's see a little demo here. So
No,
it says, oh, here's a pop-up. You have to sign in.
is there no sound, right, Brett?
I agree. There's no sound.
Yeah.
So here's like a pop-up. It's going to fill out the form, add a new client. Right? So it looks like it's pulling data from the database on the right and filling it out. I mean, I'm guessing because it's really small on my computer here.
Right.
I'm wondering where it's pulling Omkar Samoyed, September 2nd, 2025, the dog with an owner's phone number. I don't know where it's pulling that from. But like as we're watching it, it's like filling out all this information. It's just mind-boggling. Looks like it just keeps going. So that's like a minute-long demo. What else I had here? Check this out. So this is Sharpen CX. So on my radar is that Sharpen CX is using 11 labs, right? So this is from Tuesday. And
they could put dinosaurs in there.
We can make some dinosaurs with AI too.
Yeah, I think they're making dinosaurs out of all of us, David, if we're not keeping up. So this is out of Indianapolis. My sidekick's here with me. So Sharpen is using 11 labs to create AI-empowered human agents. So you're a person empowered by AI, but for contact centers, I think it's going to be an amazing leap in tech. We could put dinosaurs in the truck.
No, and I think like that's first of all, it's great that they're training people how to use it at different levels in the company. I don't know that they're training everybody like that. And it's great that they're getting it with the call center people, right? At least here, because that's going to help them move up the corporate ladder and find new opportunities for themselves and just grow within the organizations, right?
Yeah, I think I always look at them like ladders. You know, the ladder doesn't climb itself, and having a ladder just helps you reach something quicker and higher. You know, keep your entire team and get a better foothold in your market with as many people as possible. What else do I have here? Gemini, Grok. Oh, I know. I wanted to show you the agent builder. Have you seen much of the agent builder from ChatGPT?
I have not.
I know there's so much new stuff. Like I spent like a bunch of hours on Agent Builder. So
yeah, it's an Agent Kit. Is that what it is? Agent Kit? Is that what it's called? Because I looked at Agent Kit a little bit.
So OpenAI is calling it Agent Kit.
Right.
Introducing Agent Kit.
Yeah.
But inside the actual program, they're calling it Agent Builder. So enjoy the confusion, ladies and gentlemen. if you go to platform.openai.com, so if you go looking inside ChatGPT, you're like, David, Brad, I don't see the button. You won't, because it's not in ChatGPT. It's the company OpenAI's platform, platform.openai.com. And you come here, you sign in, and on the left-hand panel, the top one is chat, the second one is agent builder, right? And if you go to create, we looked at this on Monday night, and the most computer sciencey among us were still kind of confused. So I've looked at this now, and I've got a grasp of it. Your left-hand panel is like a bunch of Lego blocks. There's the purple ones at the bottom, the orange ones, the yellow ones, and these top three. And what you do is you just click one, and it appears in the whiteboard, right? You click end, and you click note, right? So a sticky note basically is just like, here's what I want to do here, or so you don't have to read it, here's what it's doing, right? You make a start point, you just drag these lines between, they're called nodes, right? You just connect them like that. You can make a whole bunch, as many as you want, and then when you're done, you just click them to the end. And so the special tools is a file search, which is going to be what you think it is. You're like, you know what, for this agent, I want to check all the vegan menus in San Francisco, right? Like I'm planning an event. And then for this agent, I want to check all of the venues for a corporate retreat because you're in the Bay Area, David, right? So we're going to say, now I want all the corporate retreat locations. And then for, the next one, I want to have all the bars that will bring in bartenders, whatever it is, right? If you're hosting an event, you could be like, this is the food. Like each guy could be discrete. The guardrails, right? Every time I click any of these tools, the menu on the top right-hand corner comes up. So the guardrails is if you're like, you know what? I need to worry about hallucination. Or you know what? I need to block harmful content. I can't have anything that has a certain word or a certain content. Or you know what? I can't have anybody's personal information, right? So you can add that. Those are guardrails for each step of the way. All right. And I think that's a big issue for lots of these tools is people say, but I need the guardrails up. And then MCP, we know people who know what this stuff really means, but basically it's like an add-on. And the add-ons that are here is Gmail, Calendar, Drive, Teams, Dropbox. And then if you look further, they've got the money connections. So they've got PayPal, they've got Square, they've got Stripe, and then they've got Shopify and Zapier. So you can connect ways for people to transact, ways for people to purchase, and connect different things, HubSpot and more. That's in the MCP. And then you get this if else, which if you know logic flows, it's like if it does this, do that. If not, do that. They got a few logic things and then some data. But basically, when you're inside each agent, you name it, whichever your thing want, right? And you give it a huge set of instructions or a little bit of instructions. And then you can say which chat model I want it to have. You can give it tools, right? You can give that agent a client or files or web search, like that's important, or code interpreter. You can give a web search and be like, you know what, go search the web for this. And then you can just give each agent as many as you want instructions. And then when you click start, it just works.
Wow.
It's really impressive. And like this stuff just keeps building. And so on top of that was the one from Cursor. So let's get over to
Is that like an agent thing? Because I know we were having a little debate at HAL 9000 Tuesday night, N8N versus
Make.
no,
Lindy.
N8N versus the agent kit and what they're doing now, and the more technical people, no, you have to use N8N. But I'm not convinced that putting these, the ones attached to the models aren't better for the user.
That's what I'm thinking. It's just you stay in your sandbox.
Right. And I'm not, I get that people with these awesome technical skills, if I can have, my AI do it for me, I'm thrilled.
Speaking of which, for anybody that doesn't know, there's now ChatGPT Business and Team. Is this the link? You can sign your team up. Maybe it's Business Team.
Right.
Because it was free. I put it in the Monday chat. Oh my goodness! Right when you want to do something live. ChatGPT pricing. Here we go. There's one for Teams. Here we go. Business right here. There's free plus pro, and then there's business where you can have shared files and folders. Because I think a lot of people are like, yeah, but I want to share this project, I want to share this file, I want to share this folder. So they've got that. What I was showing you, though, is Cursor. So Cursor is a code platform, and I think Cursor uses Claude, Anthropic's Claude. So as of Tuesday, they've got plan mode. The big complaint in most of these code development tools is that it doesn't have like a blueprint to work from. And that every time you make a new feature, you're like, let's add an email capture. They're like, okay, how about I break your phone capture, right? And like each feature that you add often tends to break the feature before it. And the reason for that is complicated computer stuff. David, every time someone explains it to me, I nod my head, I go, that makes sense. And then I go, that sounds complicated. So Cursor can now create plans, research your code base, and run longer agents. Basically, it's getting better. All these things, David, they're just constantly getting better. They're constantly improving. Gemini's improving, Grok's improving, ChatGPT's improving, Claude's improving. They keep moving. And I think I had one on Manus as well. Manus has something new. Manus, it's in the news. I'm going to look it up fresh instead of... because I don't remember where I put it offhand. We're not sharing my screen, so I'll check my notes here. Did I put it in? Oh my gosh. You know how it is, David? You have so many notes and so many things.
Oh, yes. Right.
Okay,
Now,
here.
the layer that'll sit on top of that. Because what I was going to ask you after this is, I was going through all my Google Docs just from over the years. There's so many, there's probably a ton of gold there that needs to be dug for.
Yeah.
So anyway, so I want to figure out how to get that. But anyway, keep going.
Yeah, for anyone that uses Manus with agentic, I said that in a really cryptic way. Manus, the software, uses an agent-like feature to create images, slides, web pages, spreadsheets, visualizations, and more, video, audio, and playbook. Some of these tools use the latest Sora and VO models. The benefit of using Manus is with like one prompt, it will take some information, synthesize it, make a layout, turn it into a web page and a slideshow. It does them all at once. It's really intelligent. And now Manus is offering knowledge. So you can get inside your preferences knowledge that it remembers and applies it when it matters.
That's great.
So these tools are just getting smarter and smarter. And I think the snowball effect or the compound effect of having teams with these tools, that work gets done quicker, coding happens quicker, you ship things quicker, you can reach people quicker. There's a lot that's new, David, every week. I'm so glad we do the latest because I learn this stuff.
Right. And it's just a great way to catch up for us. Right. Every day. Again, how many things came out last night? And these aren't like small little things, right?
Yeah.
They're major. So
most of this is Tuesday and Wednesday, and you're just catching up Thursday morning going, holy smokes. So now Gemini can run my computer. Now Grok can make videos. Soon you'll be able to get the stock ticker and detailed information and live updates in Grok. ChatGPT can program your agent for you. 11 Labs can now use different software companions to make your call center. Manus is now programmable with knowledge. And
right.
I'm sure there's 10 other things, David. There's just so much. I don't want to overwhelm the audience, but like what I hope the takeaway for our audience is that there is a lot of opportunity for any problem you have to reach out to a professional and just be like, hey, could you help me? Here's this problem I have. I bet you there's like a $100 solution and a 10-hour solution to a $10,000 problem.
Right. Right. And we've both been getting calls, people that just want half-hour consulting or 60 minutes. We'll run you through it. Right. Yeah, and privacy and security and just things to be aware of too. So it's just not, and you don't have to. And I think people look at it, especially after they watch the latest, it's a barrage of things. How am I going to track these things? You don't have to. We do that.
Yeah.
What are you doing? What are your goals? Use these three things and stay in your lane. Right? Because I think that some things I'm even forget, like I had one thing I talked about last night, or maybe it was a Tuesday night, Hell 9000. I'm not using Notebook as much as I should be, right? So I think for me, it's like, how do I just organize this workflow, write out my workflow? Now, Brad, before we sign off, is ways for me? I've got so many things on in my Google Drive, right? For for WITI, with it's the company's gone through many iterations. Is there something where I could just say in my YouTube channel's a semi mess, but start cleaning it up? Is there something, or have you seen anything with Gemini or something where you could just say, okay, find gold for me based on my new goals? Look through all my what contacts are there, right?
Let's show that next Thursday. Let's show that next Thursday because
Okay.
I think there are more than one or two tools that you can interact Google Drive and say what's in there.
Right.
So I'll
No,
say that's a great question for next Thursday. So many people could use that.
totally. And we'll post about it. Send us, look for LinkedIn. We're gonna put up we'll put up the deck for the show as we've been doing with Gamma. That's come out with another lot of cool things happening in Gamma. We'll talk about it next week too. But I think that is the latest.
Yeah, this is the latest, right?